Hey everyone, it's Matt from Creative Reviews, and I do have a treat for you today. We're going to be reviewing, unboxing, and doing whatever we can with my favorite camera, the Sony DSC-TX10. There's going to be a little story to it, of course the unboxing, and I'm going to show you full features and everything you need to know about my favorite Sony camera right now. So let's get started. As a background, this is my favorite camera right here, the Sony DSC-TX10, and this is the old one. It's beat up a little bit. This is just an indentation from being in a bag and a book pressed right onto it, and it didn't fare so well. But it didn't damage the quality of anything about the camera whatsoever. But you can see it kind of tilted up a little bit. And I've had this for maybe about a few months to a year, and it's been nice. But unfortunately, this little one died. It still works. I do have the battery taken out of it though, but this one did die. Unfortunately, this is a very tough camera. It's dust proof, it's waterproof, freeze proof, and drop proof, but pulling on this part accidentally broke the lanyard connection from this, and I haven't tried it yet, but unfortunately I do believe that it's not waterproof anymore. I can see a lot of sensors like open up, I can see a lot of the structure material inside, and I don't believe it's it's good enough to be used for any type of outdoor activity anymore. Unfortunately, when this also happened too, the buttons on this fell out. So unfortunately, I can't even record any movies or review anything with a physical button. What I can do though is use the button over here. But all in all, the point is, I ordered a new DSC-TX10. This one has been so good, I decided to stick with this, even though I could have upgraded to the DSC-TX20, which has a renewed interface and a few new features. Basically, it's the same camera. They all use the same media. They can use a standard SD card slot or a memory stick duo. So what I want to do, I want to unbox this and show you how it is. So, pushing the past away, we come up to the unboxing of the DSC-TX10. This was in black, the very same that this one is and was, because it's now the past. So, we have our box here, everything is checked out. As it says, the media works with PlayStation, meaning it's an MP4 format media, but it can record in AVC HD, and it can also do 3D sweep panorama shots if you have a 3D enabled television or some kind of viewer to work with it. Specs on the front are full HD movie, 1920 by 18 or 1080. It has a 3.0 extra fine LCD, which means the resolution is really great compared to other cameras, which when you look at it about arm's length away, this camera you can't see any pixels. It's almost like Retina display before Retina display became cool. As opposed to other cameras and any kind of phone like my Motorola Droid X, you can see the pixels when holding it at arm's length. This one does have a 16.2 megapixel sensor, CMOS XMRR sensor, and it is waterproof to 5 meters or 16 feet. So, like what I do is I take this to the pool, go anywhere, go skiing. You can do it anywhere because this is waterproof, freeze-proof, drop-proof, and dust-proof. So even if you get a little sand in it at the beach, you'll be fine. So looking down here, that is my cuckoo clock, by the way. Looking down here, you see it is AVC HD. You can record in that format. There are the accessories that you can possibly get for it if you'd like. And there's more information here, which I'll show you when I do open that up. Let's do that right now. Just like any other Sony camera, you've seen me unbox the TX200V, the camera that I did not show a lot of love to because it's not a good camera, at least for the price of $500. This one is significantly cheaper at $329. You have your limited warranty, which is very good. If you're interested in the warranty, it's 90 days, and that's just, I mean, this is useful information, I believe. If you don't want it, skip over the next few seconds. This limited warranty shall apply to any repair, replacement part, or replacement product for the remainder of the original limited warranty period of 90 days, whichever is longer. Oh, I see. So it's either two. And the term of the limited warranty, it seems, instead of replacement parts, is 1 year, in which Sony will, at its option, repair or replace with newer refurbished products or parts, and any product or parts determined to be defective. Now, I have dealt with Sony in the past, and I had other cameras that I would like to fix. What you have to do is you have to send it in, you have to pay for the shipping, but the thing is they have to determine if it's broken or not. And I've never actually sent it in because I always feel like they're going to find out, hey, it's not going to work out, we don't want to do it, and then they're going to send it back. Now, I don't want to say that for sure because I don't want to badmouth a system that could actually work for it, but that's just the process. You send it in, you pay for the shipping, and they will determine if you do need a new one. So I suggest try it out, and all Sony products have that. And I think that's a really good thing if you'd like to use it, and if it comes to that. You do get your Sony disc if you want to do anything. I never use any of these. I always have my own video software. I upload a lot of these videos to my iPad and do my video editing there. I use iPhoto as well, and if I want to just upload them, I put them on my laptop because I really don't have any video editing software on my laptop. The Z series, by the way, if you're interested. You do have notes for waterproofing, or notes on the waterproofing. It comes in this little pink information packet here. Let's see if we can find English for a second. Oh, it's right here. You do have a waterproof seal on all the doors. If we have this one out right now, let me just show you quickly. It's going to be red for the SD card slot and the battery slot, and you do have HDMI and a Sony dedicated port. And it always says clean the camera, which is very smart, after use in water. Because if there's any kind of particles in the water, it'll erode the waterproof seal on it. You do have your information manual, instruction manual, anything you need on here, but it's all really intuitive, or at least to me because I've used Sony products in the past. But if you don't know how to use it, it is intuitive. So here we come to the meat of things, the Sony camera. We have our little charging port, connection port here, which you can hook everything up. There's a USB out and DC in, so you can charge the camera itself. You do have your USB transfer cord and the cord for charging. There's your wall plug, and there is your little insert for this. So you get this, and you can charge it. Or you can just use this and connect it to your computer. Under here we do have the battery. Standard N-type lithium-ion battery. It's NPBN1 if you're interested in ordering any extra. But remember, if you order anything other than what Sony has, there's a chance that it doesn't work because they have a little encoding system which makes it only work with Sony licensed batteries. So be careful. Do you have your touch device, stylus, whatever? For the camera, I never use it. I think it's useless. And before we get to the camera, of course, you have the lanyard. And like I said, the only thing I see that doesn't have integrity on this camera is the piece that holds the lanyard. So don't pull too hard. It should be okay. But this was a forceful pull. You can hold it like this. You can pull a little bit, but just be careful. That's the only thing I've seen that ever has gone wrong with that camera. And here we are. with my favorite camera for a long time, the Sony DSC-TX10. Over here, let's put the battery in, if I can do it. Have our battery in, and what I'd like to do next is also put in the SD card, which we'll be using for trial pictures and video. Let's close it up, and there it goes, it turns on. You can see me in the background there. Hey. Alright, so I'm going to set it to English because of course I speak English, and we're going to set the time area settings here. Right there. And it is summertime here. It's July 27th. The Olympics start today. Be watching that later, and I'm going to set it to month, day, and year. Of course, the day again, July 27th, 2012. And right now, let's see what time it is. It's 6:05. So you have to go around until it switches to PM. And want to confirm, and yes. And you can choose your display color. What I choose is black. I like it black because I think it gives you the best readout. And it doesn't make it too bright. And it says if you have any questions, click on the question mark button, which makes sense. Now here's a few pieces of information that you would need to know. This camera is designed to be waterproof, dustproof, shockproof, however can malfunction if misused. Close the cover and slide the lock securely so that the yellow mark under the slide lock can no longer be seen. Which is like this. If you can see here, if you open it up and it's open, you can see yellow. That means it's not closed. Close it up and lock it. And if you can't see yellow, you're good. Make sure that no foreign matter such as sand, hair, or dirt gets inside the cover. That will erode your seal, and then you can't use it for all the cool things that you want to do out and about. Do not scratch the sealing gasket, because that again will erode it. Do not open, close the cover when wet or with sandy hands. Again, erosion. You cannot use the air motion function underwater. Use the buttons of the camera. Wash the camera in fresh water within 60 minutes after use. It does say that, and I do suggest you do so, although myself sometimes I do forget, and it still lasted long. Remember, the seals have not broken on the old camera, it's just it's been torn apart, and I thought it was time to get a new one, and also I thought you guys should see. So we click OK, and it gives us more information. Touch panel display may react to water drops. It could happen, but I have not seen that here. Hiding the screen icons is recommended, so you can see more on the screen. In shooting mode, touch the off icon in the right screen. Touch operation is not available underwater. Use the camera buttons. That is true. And notes on use. It gives you this all the time when you open it up after you've inserted the battery. When using the camera underwater, near water, firmly close the cover specified by the arrow after having inspected it for foreign matter damage, and then press OK. And of course slide the lens cover down to shoot. We'll be taking a break, come back for part 2 or review the functions and more of your favorite pieces on my favorite, the Sony Cybershot DSC-TX10. See you guys in a little bit.